Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing war and its causes. War is the most serious form of conflict between state or political groups. It usually involves organized violence, military forces, and political objectives. Understanding the cause of war helps us analyze why conflict happens and how international relations are shaped by power interests and security concerns. One of the example of modern war is the Iraq War that began in March 2003. The United States and United Kingdom, led by President George Bush and Prime Minister Tony Blair, formed a coalition and invaded Iraq. Justification was that Iraq allegedly possessed weapons of mass destruction, although this is a claim later became controversial. Although coalition forces quickly defeated Saddam Hussein military, the war did not immediately bring stability to Iraq. Around 160,000 U.S. military troops were deployed and thousands of soldiers were killed, including over 4,400 American and nearly 200 British personnel. The 2011 Iraq's political future remained uncertain. Wars between countries are known as interstate war. This occur when two or more national governments use their military forces against each other in organized and sustained combat. These wars usually involve strategic planning, large armies, and national interests such as power, territory, or security. Here's the type of interstate wars. Interstate wars can be categorized into different types. First, we have general wars. Wars involving many of the most powerful states of the particular era. Next, we call it hegemonic wars, where conflict states are compete for dominant influence in the international system. And last, total wars. Wars where governments mobilize almost all human and economic resources and many even targeted civilians population. Here, the categories of international military conflicts in international relations. Researchers from the Correlates of War or COW project classified military conflicts into three major types. First, interstate wars, militarized interstate disputes, and extra-state wars. Each type describes a different way state use force in international politics. First, interstate war. An interstate war happens when two or more sovereign states fight each other using organized military forces. Example, the World War II is a clear example of an interstate war. Countries such as Germany, the United States, the United Kingdom, and Japan fought each other using large armies, navies, and air forces. Another example is the Iran and Iraq War from 1980 to 1988, where Iran and Iraq fought directly for territorial and political control. And we have militarized interstate disputes. A militarized interstate disputes occurs when countries threaten or use limited military forces against each other, but the conflict does not escalate into full-scale war. Example, the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 between the United States and the Soviet Union is a good example. Both countries threatened military action and mobilized their forces, but they avoided an actual war. Another example is the border tension between India and Pakistan in the region of Kashmir, where there are frequent military threats and small clashes, but not always full war. But not the least, the extra-state wars. An extra-state wars happens when a state fights against a non-state group or population outside its own territory. Example, the war in Afghanistan is the example where the United States and its allies fought against the Taliban and terrorist group. Another historical example is the Algerian War, where France fought against Algerian independence fighters during the period of decolonialization. This category helps us understand the different forms of military conflict in the international system and how wars can evolve state disputes and non-state actors. In this slide, we will further the explanation of extra-state wars. Extra-state wars occurs when a country fights against a group outside its borders, often involving insurgent or terrorist group. For example, European colonial powers fought many extra-state wars against African communities in the 1800s. These conflicts were often linked to colonial expansion to control of territories. We have here modern examples of extra-state wars. In the modern times, extra-state wars including military operation against terrorist organization. For example, the United States conducted drone operation against Al-Qaeda and affiliate groups in countries like Yemen, Somalia, and Pakistan. These conflicts show how warfare are evolved beyond traditional state-to-state battles. As we are going to discuss the incidence of international military conflicts. So the study shows that the numbers of interstate wars increased over time in the modern history. According to the data, the average number of war rose from about 0.2 wars per year between 1816 and 1849 to the almost 0.7 war per year between 1950 to 1990. And this shows that international conflict became more frequent during the development of modern states. Next slide is what we call militarized interstate disputes. So militarized interstate disputes, or MIDS, involve threat, displays of force, or limited military actions between states. Historically, the number of these disputes increased significantly. For example, there were about 4 disputes per year in the 1800s, which increased to around 28 disputes per year between 1950s and 1999. Here we are going to discuss the lethality of international wars. So wars have caused numerous loss of life throughout history. So between 1816 and 2007, about 32 million combat deaths occurred from interstate wars. So World War I alone caused about over 8 million deaths, while World War II caused about 16 million combat deaths. So this shows that devastating human cost of war. So even now we were experiencing the war between the US and Israel versus the Iran. So how that kaning murag deja vu ra gihapon, right? So daghan yung kay masayang loe kayo ang mauban na mga kuan kaning civilian ani nga panghitabo. So I hope matigil na ang wars. Here's the reason why wars became more deadly. So wars became more lethal over time because of these several factors. So first, the development of advanced weapons like artillery, tanks, and machine guns. The industrializations, which allowed state to produce weapons in large quantities. So last, the government gained greater ability to mobilize large armies and natural resources. That's why. So these changes increase the destructive power of modern warfare. Part we will show the picture of Holocaust for the example. So this is the one of the most tragic event during World War II was the Holocaust, where millions of Jews and other groups were systematically killed by Nazi Germany. So Auschwitz, the large concentration camp in the Poland, became a symbol of this genocide. This events reminds us for the extreme suffering of human that can result from war and hatred. And this is the end of my discussion. So I hope you learned something from me, and that's all. Thank you for listening.